cheese my way out.
Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And man, oh man, what a gamble, right? To start the game, I guess they're trying to get this home crowd even more jacked up, get them in the football game, but it fails. They recover the onside kick. Now you're going to need this home crowd to get loud and play some defense with them.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Rush is on him. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Sets up the screen. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
He'll pull it down. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Ends it off. The Gators get it past the sticks.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hawkins. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be first and goal.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see them.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they finished it off with a score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Back to pass, it's Aller. Takes the easy one to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Get it out on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. And the Nittany Lions are in the hurry up. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at 28. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Quick dog. Lost twice to A&M.
Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
And what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
Turns
flexibility to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it along the sideline. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The play action fake. Makes the grab. It's Miller. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Trying to get the corner. Creates a little room. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
There he goes! He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. He'll do it himself on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Snagged out of the air. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Got it! And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Horton. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And this offense has finally put a good drive together, a really good opportunity here. Got to be smart with the football. Don't get too aggressive. Got to get points, but a chance to tie this up.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. they've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the ground with the back. Hard running there. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Hansen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Caught over the middle, it's Wilson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Sturdivant. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw it. Here's a heat. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Wilson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's throwing those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what they had hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job on...
He smashes his way through again. Down at the 16-yard line, and they're threatening to score in the waning moments of the half.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Well, they got the running back out on a route one-on-one. He's got to do a better job separating, though. Just not a good enough route so that when he caught it, he got tackled right away for a gain of no yards.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Lagway. It's complete to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Gators looking to convert on 4th down. Draw play, quarterback keeps. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to go up top on first down. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete.
And know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
And he throws that thing just inside the left upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll open the second half on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to...
Converts on fourth down, still going. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Alabama will get the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Part of the backfield, it's Horton.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third, I can't slide early, I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Handoff from the gun. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back. look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He's dominant in this offense.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Miller with the ball. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. They'll run it on first and goal. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they've moved up front here in the fourth.
I know it hasn't always been pretty for this guy throughout the course of the game, but David, he has shown tremendous mental toughness. He just keeps going back on the field, and he keeps taking his shots. He looked really good on that last drive throwing the football, and now gives his team the lead.
And he has struggled. That's his first passing touchdown. But in the moment when this team needed it the most, in a 2-minute drill when it's the hardest, he puts it together, goes down the field, and takes the lead for his football team.
Pocket breaking down. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Jackson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's second and long. The give on the inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. To throw, it's Flagway. Back open in the middle. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. That's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 37. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Winding down toward a half-minute to play. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Dropping back, it's Lagway. Makes the grab. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Buying some time as he moves left. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And that is how we will wrap this one up. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Desi Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.